All right, let's just recap how we got to this by-election. The ANC lost the Metsimaholo municipality in the local government elections. Then a coalition was running the municipality led by the DA, but the mayor accused by the other parties of defecting to the ANC and basically leading to a chain of events that led to this by-election. Very hotly contested by-election in the Free State, and for the first time, the SACP, the alliance partner, going it alone, not voting for the ANC, but standing on its own. Let's get some analysis now. We're joined by political analyst Elvis Masoga from our studios in Polokwane. Elvis, thank you for being with us. Do you agree with me that this is a very crucial by-election?
Firstly, let me pass my humble greetings to you, Francis, and all the viewers of SABC News. Yes, what we are witnessing as a country in relation to the Metsimaholo municipality by-elections is a dawn of a new era in as far as electoral politics are concerned, because for the first time since 1994, the nation is witnessing a spectacle of competition between alliance partners, the ANC and Communist Party, and indirectly even Cosatu, because I believe Cosatu has got a standpoint between this contestation between ANC and South African Communist Party with regard to this by-election. So, but most importantly, I think Communist Party is, demonstrating a warning shot to the ANC to say, gone are those days when we are going to lag behind you. The time has come for Communist Party to have a say in ANC government and even to instruct ANC how to do things. So it's a dawn of a new era in as far as electoral politics are concerned.
How significant is it, though, that Cosatu is supporting the ANC rather than the SACP, given its previous criticism of the ruling party?
I think Cosatu's statement is more theoretical because some months ago, Cosatu shared the very same political sentiment with Communist Party in as far as the state of the ANC is concerned, because it was both Cosatu and Communist Party that were calling for the resignation of President Jacob Zuma. The very same two structures were saying the ANC is dysfunctional, divisive, and it is no longer capable to lead the country. So I'm surprised by the Cosatu leadership today saying they are distancing themselves from the Communist Party contesting ANC at Metsimaholo municipality. To me, it's more theoretical, but practically, I think Cosatu leaders are supporting Communist Party in its decision to contest those elections, because you can't say we are united in seeking to remove President Jacob Zuma in power, but we become divided when Communist Party and the ANC have to contest elections. So I think Cosatu is not being honest and genuine. They are hiding something from the public, because we are quite aware, even as analysts and commentators, that Cosatu and Communist Party are strong, powerful bedfellows. They are united against the ANC. So why should Cosatu today say they are supporting the ANC over Communist Party? Because Communist Party is the vanguard of the working class. The working class happen to be Cosatu. So how can Cosatu distance itself from the vanguard, the Communist Party, and favor the very same ANC which they accuse of being neoliberal, being capitalist, being anti-worker? So to me, I think it's a foolish application of double standard on the part of Cosatu.
Okay, moving away from the alliance, now the Independent Electoral Commission didn't want to give the results. We went to them earlier in the area, and I must say there are unofficial results tonight. There are results being reported across media organizations, so we'll look at those. But the caveat is that there are some concerns in some of the wards, and that could change the outcome. Wrong ballot papers. Does that sound very serious to you in at least one voting station, or is this just the normal rough and tumble of a by-election?
It is extremely fascinating to observe what is happening at Metsimaholo, because we are talking about a municipality that used to be a historic, support base of the ANC. The ANC used to amass over 70% of the vote in that particular municipality historically. But today, it can struggle even to amass 50% of the vote. And with the dawn or the entrance of the EFF into the political equation, coupled with the recent, introduction of Communist Party into electoral politics, I think it's a very interesting development, because we don't want in South Africa, political hegemony. We don't want a situation whereby one political party is extremely powerful and dominant to a point whereby it can be challenged by any party. This kind of challenge is healthy for our democracy. Communist Party, COPE, EFF, ANC and other parties, vying for the hearts and souls of South Africans in as far as electoral politics are concerned. And I think it's healthy. We need to celebrate as South Africans that our democracy is vibrant. We no longer have an extremely powerful and hegemonic political party that, runs roughshod over everything. So it's healthy for our democracy.
Well, let's look at the results that have been reported on and just emphasize that they could change given what the Electoral Commission is looking at in those disputed voting stations. But the ANC would have the most votes, but under 30%. So that would be quite a dramatic slide for the ruling party, and it could lose out to a coalition again because it's got less than 30%. And the reports are that the SACP has won nearly 7%. Is that a game changer? Is that quite a surprising showing for you, for the SACP?
I don't think necessarily so that the Communist Party was contesting in order to win those by-elections. I don't think that is the case. And as far as I'm concerned, I think the Communist Party was using those by-elections in order to confirm its standpoint that they can contest elections outside the ANC mainstream. I think they are, firing a warning shot at the ANC to say, we are not joking as Communist Party when we say we can contest the 2019 general elections alone. So to them, it is not all about winning, but to send a very clear, unprecedented and powerful message to the ANC that we can stand on our own. Gone are those days when you, the ANC, used to consider us, the Communist Party, as a little brother. We are not your little brother, but an alliance partner. We must be treated equally. So I think it's a victory for the Communist Party. They've been able to amass over 5%. To them, it's a victory, even though they can't win any council seat. But it's a victory for them. It's for the first time. It has changed the landscape of that particular municipality in as far as politics are concerned. But lastly, very important, I don't think there's any party, I'm referring to ANC, COPE, or Democratic Alliance, that can amass over 50% of the by-election votes, which will force them into negotiations for forming a coalition in government in that municipality. So it is going back, to the very same standpoint whereby the ANC or DA must organize other small parties and form a coalition government. I don't think we'll have a municipal government that is led by one party. That one is impossible now, given the trends in voting in that municipality.
All right, thank you very much, political analyst Elvis Masoga. And it looks like he's right that this will lead to coalition again. The ANC under 30%. These are provisional results. The DA is behind them with 26% or so. But with any coalition party, they could then supersede the ANC's votes. And the SACP heading towards 7% of the votes, which perhaps is quite a statement to make if it was trying to get the attention of the ruling party in the alliance, the ANC. All right, let's move from